Hello, Rune Knights! Welcome back to another episode of Brigandine, Legend of Forsena Grand Edition. I am, as always, your host, Trellin, and this is my third damn time trying to record this episode. I don't know what's going on. After it seemed like the crashing issue was solved, it's been crashing again lately. So what I'm going to do this time around is, I'm just going to play. And if it crashes, that'll be the episode whenever it does, and I'll finish this round off camera at some point when I don't have to talk and repeat the same stuff over and over and over again. And by the same stuff, I mean, like, you know, reading off the dialogue between them and doing the same first battle where Logres attacks here and there's only two left, so they retreat. It's just a pain in the butt. So yeah, we're gonna execute it, and hopefully it actually works this time. I'm at a loss for how to fix the problem, since obviously my workaround was not working as around as I thought it did. Alright, so we got our three here. We rather anticlimactically have a dialogue here. I say anticlimactically because there's no battle to follow it, they just leave, but Zemeckis, surrender while you can. Heh, that's funny. Erdwolf's child, stupid like her father, oblivious to her limitations. I feel like in the original game, by the way, he was like smarter and less vicious. Here, he just seems like ultra violent and like he resorts to violence for everything, and even here, like, oh, stupid like her father. I don't know. I feel like they upped that part of his personality, but again, maybe I'm just misremembering. It's been quite some time. What? I'll guide you to death like I did your father. This part also confuses me, because she says your father is killer, like she's surprised by it. Like, I thought that was established already. I'm pretty sure earlier on in this, they directly talked about how he killed her father. I don't know, I didn't think that was a secret. And then she turns into a caveman. I think that's just translation error. I won't forgive. Fight! Bah, annoying wench. Your grudge will die with you. And then we just zoom through this. We cast a few spells to get some XP. Because again, as always, they don't retreat on turn 1. They retreat on turn 2. So we can at least get ourselves a couple hundred XP here. Because we'll get 200 for winning. And then we can get like 100, 120-ish for casting buffs. If we can't farm XP off them the normal way, then we'll just chip it here and there where we can, right? Better than no XP. Not by too much, because a couple hundred isn't a huge deal when you start needing like thousands to level up, but like I said, chip away at it. There he goes. Goodbye, Zemeckis. Let's ward this dude. Screech has been warded. And we're done there. And let's throw another Fury here on Slava. And that turn. And then we can throw out our Hardens. And we will then watch Castor run away, join his general leader, as we once again retake the capital. Bada bing, bada boom, bada big boom. Get out of here, Castor. Alright, Eskar's Empire is in retreat. Victory for us. Screech, Stomper, Bubble, Snufnug, and Kraken all get levels. That's cool. And now we get an actual battle. I made it like just to where our battle lines met before it crashed the second time. The first crash was actually during that first battle. I may be old, but I still have some tricks left. Leoness, don't overdo it. I'll be fine as long as you're beside me. Let's go then. Yes. Indeedly-do. Alright, so... Oops, that was one over from where I wanted to be. I think I'm going to keep the same setup that I went with last time, which went a little something like this. And I'm hoping to get some good kills on all their stuff. Yeah, we'll go right here, I think. Is that good, or should I go here? Yeah, right here. Yeah, anyway, the hope here is that I can spend some alone time with their monsters on the front line, and I could just take out as many of their things and get as much XP as possible. That would be the ideal, and take down their Phoenix as well. I do not want them to have that Phoenix any longer. Make my life easier by taking it out. When I used to play this game, like, you know, challenge mode and stuff, which I'm still doing, just, you know, different challenge mode, I would actually sometimes, like, almost try to nurture the enemy, because, like, it always kind of sucked getting to endgame and them being easy, right? Like, you want a challenging fight at the end. So I'd always kind of try to root for them and try to avoid taking out their highest level monsters. But I think two things. Number one, that drags out the game quite a bit, and if I'm doing this for recording, I don't necessarily want to drag the game out intentionally. Number two, honestly, in some ways, I think that my current challenge mode that I've got set up here is harder than what I used to do. Obviously, the one monster challenge is rough, for sure. But kind of once you get past the early stages, you start doing okay. And a big part of that also comes down to you get to actually customize your teams, right? Here I have to work with what I got. I don't get to recruit whatever I want to, which means that, like, my healing situation can be rough, my leader situation can be rough. I might end up with, you know, certain Erd Knights that I wouldn't normally use, but they've got monsters I want. So that makes it really hard. Plus, you know, the permanent losing aspect. In the one monster challenge, I could strategically sack off monsters if needed, especially early on, which is, again, the hardest part of that challenge, is early on. So being able to kind of take advantage of that and manipulate the battlefield as needed was big. And not being able to do that here is very restrictive. It definitely adds a different layer to it that is proving difficult to deal with. So I kind of just want them to lose their big creatures to lessen the chances of, you know, when you get to higher levels in this game, it's totally possible for them to just roll in and, you know, have multiple really big scary units attack one of your units, and it dies before you even get a chance to heal it. And if they don't have those bigger units, then that's not really something that you're going to have to deal with, at least in theory. So that's my thought process on this. As much as possible, I want to cripple their ability to mess me up. Okay, so I think we want to go here. Yeah. That'll put my front line 3 away, okay. Because that gives me a little bit more room on the sides here to maneuver both Slobber and Rot. Why won't you? Oh, I'm like, why won't you move? It's because he's on this team. He's on the other team. You know what I'm going to do also, because this is around the time that it crashed last time, just in case, I would prefer not to have to like redo up to this part again, because it's not a huge amount of time, but I'm an old man with a family and a busy schedule, so anything that I have to like, even if I'm redoing 10 minutes, if I'm redoing that 3 or 4 times, that's a good chunk of my free time just being used up doing the same thing over and over and over again. And I ain't about that life. That's not what I'm trying to be doing here. Alright. Now we are in position to see how we can interact with this. Let's check it out. Chaintail does this thing. That missed last time, because this guy, Chantail, got his turn. So I'm bummed, because last time that was a miss, and this time it wasn't. Already doing worse. For shame. Garsalm. Okay, he gets a little bit of demo. There's the crash. Okay, wonder if there's anything to be learned from the fact that it happened almost around the same time. If there, again, I'm looking for things that might be like triggering it or something. I don't know. Anyway, this will be a short episode. I'm going to finish that battle and come back to you guys next time, or we might just pick up from there next time. Either way, thank y'all for watching. Boy.